thought that before version 3.0 even launched, the first one to get phased out would be Inferno Rider. After all, his motorcycle even spits blue flames. The downside is that it takes up an echo slot and lacks a bit in durability. As WuWa's traversal mechanics keep evolving, hardly anyone has used motorcycles for open-world exploration since Flight was introduced in 2.0. So seeing motorcycles make a comeback in 3.0? It's kind of a nostalgic trip. Talking about WuWa's open-world traversal, it's safe to say it's incredibly diverse. New players might not know this, but back in the 1.0 caveman days, just being able to climb mountains was enough to blow players away. Echoes also added unique mobility perks. The Golem let you zip forward for a short burst without controlling, and Verina's charged attack slide was a go-to move for short-distance travel. I'd even chain Jinxi's skill into a dodge to boost my walking speed. Later on, having everyone equipped with a motorcycle for farming became a must-have strategy for every player. For those tricky, hard-to-reach spots, we'd use the three-headed bird or Ijewe Echoes. Chaining jump attacks, dodges, and grapples to scale high terrain was basically second nature. Then came version 1.1 with Chong-Li's release. Players could use the Heron Echo and Chong-Li's abilities to stay airborne for long-distance travel. It was a huge leap forward for open-world exploration. Starting with Lumi, characters began to feature more unique open-world interaction and fast-moving designs. Camellia, for example, could hover to avoid puzzle traps and swing around small areas like Spider-Man. Shorekeeper could turn into a butterfly. It wasn't used super often, but it came in handy now and then. By 2.0, Flight completely revolutionized traversal. It was a total game changer for map exploration. We wouldn't even bother walking 100 meters, opting instead to chain jump attacks and dodges to take off. That said, Flight wasn't viable everywhere. In special areas like the Vault, indoor and underground layouts made flying inconvenient, so old-school traversal methods still had their uses. Characters like Phoebe that allowed for fast, long-distance movement were an absolute godsend in these cases. Later, we got Brant with her short-range teleport and Canarella, who swam faster than Gondola. So many characters had their own one-of-a-kind open-world mobility tricks. Then Cardathea arrived. Her resonant skill let her hover mid-air, which paired perfectly with the grapple, letting players break through the height limit. There was also Lupa's speed boost, Yuno's moon-powered flight, Chuyuan's bamboo parkour, and Chaisa, who could hover just like Chong-Li. Each had their own signature traversal style. Why no Flight in 3.0's map? For one, Kuro wanted to experiment with a new traversal method. For another, Lahai Roi is located beneath an ice field, so a lot of the terrain just isn't suited for flying. That said, using a motorcycle for traversal is pretty cool. There's definitely going to be corresponding gameplay for it, and multiplayer motorcycle races might not even be out of the question. Playing WuWa, you can really feel the game constantly evolving. Every major version update brings a complete refresh, from art style to traversal mechanics, keeping them fresh for players time and time. Even though Inferno Rider is bowing out of the meta, motorcycles themselves aren't gone. They've just gotten a sleek new upgrade with vastly improved traversal experience and duration. Best of all, it's not tied to any specific character, it's an account-wide utility. That's one thing I absolutely love about it. When it comes to exploration, WuWa never sticks to one traversal style. Instead, it keeps iterating, always adding new ways to get around, and that's what makes every new adventure brim with new possibilities.